Okay, so Legion. Legion stars a small ensemble cast from Tyrese Gibson to Dennis Quaid, and the plot of Legion is Michael the Archangel comes down from heaven to assist in the birth of a young woman's unborn child. Ironically enough, it goes from like this weird post-apocalyptic Bible movie to Terminator, because this movie is like a loose remake of Terminator with angels, and the angels have taken the human forms of the weakened minds of people, the people that are weak in the mind, pretty much. So anybody that's probably a Christian will not be harmed by it. Anybody else with a weaker mind than that will be affected by it. And they want this baby dead because this baby just might be the second coming of Christ. This movie is one of my favorite guilty pleasure movies. It's not so bad that I have to call it guilty as charged, pretty much say, but I will. This movie was just silly, over the top, good times. Especially when an old lady comes into the damn diner, then you know, especially in the trailer, from the trailer alone, that she was fucked up. I remember seeing this movie 6 years ago in the theater. I can't believe it's been 6 fucking years since this movie came out. Wow. The entire theater and me was laughing when the old lady went ape shit. That was funny. Dennis Quaid, however, started taking odd jobs just because he wanted to get paid, but he was actually pretty good in this role. I actually liked him better in this role than almost anything else I've seen him in beyond this point, because everything else was just kind of bullshit. Tyrese Gibson was probably getting ready to shoot Fast 5 at the time of this movie's release. He was also pretty good. I liked him in this movie too. I like the fact that nobody is safe. Anybody could fucking die in this movie. I also like the fact that you had the young boy from Tokyo Drift in here. So it's kind of weird seeing Tyrese Gibson and the lead star from Tokyo Drift, both are in Fast and Furious movies, in the same movie that's not Fast and the Furious until Furious 7. Which will be another 5 years before this, after this. Crazy, right? I know. But it's badass, okay? So pretty much, Lucas Black, which is the boy from Tokyo Drift, kind of plays, I want to say Tyrese role in this movie. He's basically the protector of this woman. Even though it's not really his child, he has to worry about it was somebody else's. But he's in love with her, so he decides to take it upon himself to help her any way he can. So yeah. And of course, she's pretty much Sarah Connor at this point. Except there's no fucking. There's no time to fuck. It's just straight down to the action, nitty gritty. Paul Bettany is awesome in this movie. Paul Bettany is one of my favorite underrated actors out there. The man is a hard worker, and it shows. And him playing Michael, the Archangel, is actually pretty good. I seen Gabriel somewhere too before. I remember Gabriel. I think he was in one of the X-Men movies. He was a fucking mutant in the X-Men movies. I forget which mutant Gabriel was, but he was in it. I remember that face. I never forget a face. As I was watching this movie again this morning, I'm like, I remember you from an X-Men movie, but I don't remember his character's name. It's fucking weird. If you see this movie, look at Gabriel, the angel Gabriel, and watch all the X-Men movies. Let me know what mutant he was. It had to be X3. It had to have been the third one. It had to have been. It's gonna bother me now until I figure this out. Action in this movie's badass. Love the action. non-stop. It doesn't take a breather. Just like I said, anybody could die. And you actually kind of give a shit about this black guy and Dennis Quaid's characters, even though they really don't have much development. But it's like this mutual friendship between the two. They can easily just easily talk smack to each other, but it's like jokingly smack. That's another thing that I liked about this movie. I love the human aspect, because in a movie like this, where you have to play with the Bible's intentions, certain things goes with that, the consequences, okay? Now, there's no negative reaction to this movie, but I love the fact that they played on human emotions, because that's one thing God can't fuck with, is the free will. But in cases like this, the freak will come out in anybody, and anybody will be able to say anything fucked up to another person, and that comes out between a mother and daughter, which is kind of fucked up, even though she doesn't mean it. She's just pissed off, but she kind of showing that she's a weak mind at that point. And I'm like, you're not being strong, you're being kind of a pussy, even though you're kind of weak anyways, but still. All in all, though, Legion is a damn good time, and if I liked Legion, then I'm guilty as charged. Pretty much. I will give Legion a B+. Let me know what you guys think about Legion down below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What is your favorite post-apocalyptic movie? I really do hope they make a sequel to this. I would love to see them do a Legion 2. Ironically, kind of similar to Terminator 2, since this one's sort of similar to the first Terminator in ways. They can make it into this badass movie series. That'd be awesome. And then they make a 3 and then end it at 3. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, you can do a lot with that. But I don't have time to explain all that right now. I gotta get to the next video. So, I will see you guys